The world is once again watching tensions rise between the United States and Venezuela. A recent report revealed that the U.S. military had flown B-1 Lancer bombers near Venezuela's coast, sparking fears of a possible escalation. These heavy bombers, known for their long-range strike capabilities, were seen as a show of force just miles from Venezuelan airspace. While such movements are not uncommon during military drills, the timing and location have raised eyebrows across the globe. Donald Trump quickly addressed the situation, denying that the U.S. was preparing for an attack. He dismissed reports of an impending strike as false, but also made it clear that Washington was very unhappy with Venezuela. His remarks have done little to calm speculation, as many analysts believe the bomber flights were meant to send a powerful message to President Nicolás Maduro's government. In response, Maduro delivered a statement that caught the world's attention. Speaking partly in English, he pleaded, "No crazy war, please." The Venezuelan leader emphasized his desire for peace while warning that any foreign aggression would be met with resistance. His message underscored the fragile balance in the region, where words and military maneuvers can easily spiral into conflict. Behind the scenes, the story is far more complex than simple saber rattling. The U.S. has long accused Venezuela of being deeply tied to drug trafficking networks, using that justification for its naval and aerial operations in the Caribbean. Officials in Washington argue that these missions are part of broader anti-narcotics efforts, while critics say they represent a renewed push for regime change under the guise of law enforcement. Maduro, for his part, insists the U.S. is trying to destabilize his government through economic sanctions, propaganda, and now military intimidation. Trump's rhetoric has further fueled the controversy. He suggested that the U.S. could extend its operations from sea to land, if necessary, citing the need to defend American interests. Such statements have left many wondering whether this is a prelude to a larger military confrontation or simply political posturing ahead of elections. Meanwhile, Maduro's government continues to portray the situation as imperial aggression, urging neighboring countries to denounce what he calls the diplomacy of the cannon. The coming weeks could be critical. If the U.S. maintains its military presence near Venezuelan waters, tensions could easily escalate into a dangerous standoff. Congress may soon be forced to debate whether further action in the region is justified. Regional players like Brazil, Colombia, and Cuba are also watching closely, aware that any conflict in Venezuela could send shockwaves across Latin America. For ordinary people around the world, this confrontation has broader implications. Venezuela remains one of the largest oil producers in the Americas, and any disruption there could rattle global energy markets. It's also a reminder of how drug trafficking, politics, and military strategy are intertwined in today's geopolitical landscape. As both leaders continue to make bold statements, the world waits to see whether this will lead to dialogue or disaster. Maduro's plea for peace forever stands in stark contrast to Trump's firm warnings. What happens next could redefine U.S.-Latin American relations for years to come. One thing is certain, the skies over the Caribbean have become the latest stage for a dangerous game of power, politics, and perception.